The Kalahari does not welcome life. It tests it. The sun rises like a blade, slicing open the horizon. Light floods an ancient basin of sand and stone, a land older than memory, older than the lions themselves. This is the Kalahari Desert, not an empty wasteland, but a breathing paradox. A desert that is not truly dry, a wilderness that hides its water, a furnace where predators learn to outthink the sun. Heat shimmers across red dunes and fossilized riverbeds. The ground tells a deep story. Beneath this sand lies one of Earth's oldest surfaces, Precambrian rock, nearly 3 billion years old, worn smooth by vanished seas and extinct climates. Once, rivers flowed here freely. Today, they exist only as shadows, their courses traced by thorn trees and whispers of green. By mid-morning, the temperature climbs past 40 degrees Celsius. The air itself seems to burn. For most animals, this is a sentence, not a challenge. But the lions are already awake. They move slowly, deliberately, conserving energy as if time itself were prey. Kalahari lions are larger than many of their savanna cousins. Heavier manes, thicker bodies, deeper chests. Not because food is abundant, but because survival here demands reserves. Fat becomes fuel. Muscle becomes memory. The sun is their greatest enemy. These lions do not chase recklessly. They calculate. They rest in the thin shadows cast by camel thorn trees, where leaves curl inward to reduce moisture loss, mirroring the lion's own strategy. Stillness is power. Every breath is measured. Every movement costs water the body cannot easily replace. Around them, the desert lives quietly. Gemsboks stand motionless, heat radiating from their pale coats. Springbok flicker across the flats like mirages. Meerkats scan the sky for death from above. Even insects burrow deep, hiding from the firestorm of daylight. At noon, the Kalahari reaches its cruelest beauty. The sun sits directly overhead, erasing shadows. Sand scorches paws. Wind carries no relief, only dust and the scent of dryness. This is when the desert appears victorious. But the lions are waiting. They wait because the Kalahari teaches patience as law. Water exists, but never where it should. It hides underground, trapped in ancient aquifers. It collects briefly in pans after rare rains, then vanishes again. Life here is built on memory, knowing where water once was and where it may return. As the afternoon drags on, clouds gather in the far distance. Thunder rumbles like a forgotten god. Rain may fall, or it may not. In the Kalahari, hope is always conditional. The heat weakens everything. A lone wildebeest stumbles toward a dry pan, tongue lolling, eyes glassy. Its migration is guided not by sight, but by instinct older than fear. The lions sense the shift immediately. Ears flick, heads lift, muscles tense beneath dusty fur. They do not run yet. They circle, using terrain rather than speed. Low dunes become cover. Tall grass becomes silence. The lions move where the sun cannot see them clearly, keeping it behind their backs, blinding their prey. Here, even light becomes a weapon. When the chase finally erupts, it is short and brutal. The wildebeest breaks, hooves throwing sand into the air. The lions surge forward, not with frantic speed, but with precision. One blocks the escape route, another strikes from the side. The desert watches without judgment. Within moments, it is over. There is no celebration, no wasted movement. The lions feed quickly, knowing scavengers will arrive. Brown hyenas with bone-crushing jaws, vultures riding thermals high above, beetles already gathering in the blood-soaked sand. As evening approaches, the Kalahari changes its face. The sun sinks low, and the heat loosens its grip. Colors deepen. Reds turn to copper. Shadows stretch long and dramatic, like ancient scars reopening across the land. This is the lion's true kingdom. Cubs emerge from hiding, tumbling over one another, learning through play the skills that will one day decide their fate. They practice ambushes on termite mounds and shadows, unaware of how unforgiving their future will be. Night falls quickly. Temperatures plummet. The desert swings from furnace to freezer in hours. Stars explode across the sky, unpolluted, impossibly bright. The Milky Way arches overhead like a frozen river, a reminder that this land, the struggle, is small against the universe. The lions move again. No longer fighting heat, they patrol their territory, roaring into the darkness. Their voices roll across dunes and dry valleys, sound traveling farther in the cool air. Each roar is a declaration. This land is claimed not by comfort, but by endurance. Other creatures answer in quieter ways. A black-maned jackal slips through the shadows. An owl glides low, wings silent. Somewhere beneath the sand, a snake waits, sensing vibrations of passing paws. This is a land of extremes, and the lions are shaped by every one of them. They drink rarely, drawing moisture from blood and flesh, surviving where water is a rumor. They hunt not just animals, but opportunity. They teach their young that the sun is not to be challenged. It is to be outsmarted. And so the cycle continues. The Kalahari endures as it always has. A place of ancient bones and living legends, where survival is not about dominance, but wisdom. Where the fiercest predator on the plains learns humility before heat, patience before hunger, and strategy before strength. As dawn begins to rise again, painting the desert gold, the lions settle into the shadows, eyes half closed, breathing slow. In the Kalahari, life does not conquer the sun, it learns how to live beneath it.